Sup Nerds, free 99 here, having a nibble at Bannerlings, a medieval auto-battler roguelike. It's being developed and published by Frostwind. If you would like to have a nibble yourself, you can find a link in the description. Let's wave in! So we've got normal, hard, very hard, impossible. Looks like normal is the only thing unlocked right now. And then we've got swordsman, knight, berserker, all locked. Footman is all we can use, so start the run. Step 1. Drag unit to grid. Drag your starting unit from the bench onto the grid. So our starting unit is a footman. Common, unit count 4, attack of 10, armor of 3, no abilities, and a health of 200. Sure, I'm guessing it doesn't matter where we put them, but since they're our basic units, we'll put them up in front. Step 2. Resolve encounter. Open encounter. The encounter screen shows your next encounter. You may also re-roll it after the first encounter for a different outcome. Resolve it when you are ready. So our encounter is a slime. 3 slimes, 9 damage, so we deal a bit more than them. 0 armor, no abilities, 90 health. We should be able to do this pretty easily. It looks like we have what? Hovering it, normal battle, elite battle with higher difficulty and rewards. Gotta love elites. Boss battles, we've got pick one of 3 treasure chests. Coming to the full game. Okay, so like there's gonna be a shop, but not right now. And then events are not in this game. So we've got a battle and then some unknown. Let's go ahead and resolve this encounter. I'm guessing that just means fight. And there goes the little guy. I don't see any way to fast forward this. Note to the developers, a fast forward button would come in handy, especially after people have like played through this game quite a few times. Skipping through the animations would be really helpful. So we've got a reward of 159 gold. That's nice, and we get to buy stuff. Buy footman. Find footman in the shop window, buy it, cost gold, it lands on your bench. So we are forced to buy this, we cannot buy anything else. It said we had money, but here it just says 50? Oh wait, no. So this is our total income. This is what? Deployment points, and this is fusion point. Fusion, drag units of the same type and tier together to fuse. Okay, so yeah. If you've ever played any auto battlers before, there is a fusion mechanic to get higher and higher tiers. This usually also unlocks like abilities sometimes. So now we can upgrade our footman here. Buy fusion point, switch to grid, in top bar buy fusion point. Cost 5 per fusion point. So we can't just fuse right away. We need... Okay, sure. Fusion is a central part of the game. By combining two units of the same type and tier, they become the next tier. Drag one footman onto the other, select an emblem. So we can now fuse. Fusion complete. First fuse creates a tier 1 unit, so I guess they start at tier 0. 2 tier 1s unlock a tier 2. Oh wait, no. First fuse create... Yeah, so... Tier 2 is the highest, but if you're counting like base tier 1, tier 2, there's quote-unquote 3 levels. Used units allow you to put emblems on them. Tier 1 can have 2, and tier 2 can have 6. Click a unit on the grid or bench to inspect stats. Hover on icons on the stats cards for more detail. 15% block chance, evasion 15%. That's kind of funny. So there's a 30% chance, I'm assuming, more or less, to either block or evade something. 10% dodge chance, evasion plus 10%. Is there a difference between dodge and evasion? It's lower units, but I'm assuming that the evasion slash dodge means that you block everything, whereas this 30%, more or less, blocking just reduces the damage. And then you've got strength, attack plus 20%. So if block chance is 15% and evasion goes up by 15, is everything just evasion then? That seems a little weird. Might be a typo. I like power. It is uncommon. but I do like DPS. So they now have +4. How do we get the others then? If tier 1 can have 2, that was the first one. How do we get the second one, I wonder? We can still go to the shop, but we can't buy anything. It looks like there's also drag inventory into a fuse unit to add an... Ah, okay! So instead of like artifacts, maybe, there are more emblems that you can put on the characters. That makes sense, that makes sense. Let's check out the next encounter. It's just a basic fight. They do have more than double the number, but we did go up higher in tiers. So far, so good. We are winning. We haven't lost a unit yet. 2 more to go, 1 more to go, and we just won. Click to continue. What do we got now? More footmen. We have 232. That's something to keep in mind. We could buy both of the archers and then upgrade them right away. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. I'm not entirely sure why one costs $1 more than the other, or 1 more gold. There's also a knight, which is an uncommon character. We could also try for a tier 2 footman. I think we lock this for now. You can only lock one of them. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We were gonna lock the footman anyways. I like the archer. I like the archer. We don't have enough to fuse them because it takes 50 bucks. But we can at least put one on, because according to this, we can have up to 2 units. Archers usually like to stay behind things, so maybe we'll put them 1 space behind. Check out the encounter. They have their own archers. They have their own platoon units. Let's resolve this. Low gold means this should be an easy fight, give or take. We're basically dealing double what they're able to do, which is very good for us. We haven't lost a unit just yet. Here comes their archers and they're dead. Cool, continue. We have double footmen. We have come to the point where we could buy double footmen and upgrade them. Unfortunately, though, it requires fusion points, which is a little problematic. I think we buy the fusion points. I think we lock the more expensive one and we buy the cheaper one. And then when we go back to the grid, we should be able to fuse our archers. They get a bit of stat boost. Attack speed, movement speed. I like that. Just attack speed sounds horrible, especially if it's like a lower number. Knocks the unit back plus 10% damage. I do like that. There might come a time where our front row dies, and this could buy us some valuable time to get a few more shots in because before their front row gets to us. We could also just murder them faster. I think because this is attack and movement speed, I like the idea of it more than just damage and knockback. We'll take the Lightfoot. We'll definitely take the Lightfoot. Nothing else we can buy. Let's go ahead and check out the encounter. Still the same thing, skeletons and archers. Let's go ahead and resolve this. They do have more archers than we do. So this could be a sign that we might finally start losing a unit. Or we just steamroll over them. Ignore everything I just said. More archers have shown up. Interesting. Very interesting. We have 175. I think we buy the footman. I think we buy the footman. We lock away the cheaper archer. Do we buy this now? And I think the answer is yes. That does drop us down. I don't think there's any sort of like keep your money at a certain amount and it goes up by a certain amount. What's interest-based mechanic in this game? So there's no reason to have more than, you know, any amount, if that makes sense. There's no reason not to spend your money. if you have the ability to do so. Let's check out the encounter. We've finally gotten to an elite. 315 is quite a bit. This is like double what we normally get. We could re-roll. I don't like the idea of that. It's just some slimes. There is a slime king, but that is quite a bit of health. I think we can take this out. The slime should not be a problem. The slime king doesn't even start on the field. I'm guessing after we kill everything, the dude will show up. Or that is the slime king. We have lost a unit. That's crazy. We've lost 2 units, but they go down. Let's hit continue. There's the second footman that we need. There is also a strong bowman. I think we grab the footman. 106, not bad price. Let's check out the grid. Oh, we're gonna need 1 more fusion, aren't we? Why do we have 3? I thought I bought the bowman? I'm crazy. I bought 1 more footman that we needed. So we should be able to do this, right? We can sell. Ooh, do you sell for a different amount? 107? This is 106. We can sell them for more or less the exact same price we bought them for, which is nice. Let's go ahead and put you down. Oh, we can't have deployed units. We'll put you away for now. We'll put you down. We'll fuse you. And then we will put rally. Give ally units plus 400 health at the start of battle. That's not bad. Now, when we fuse them together, do you get both banners? Not enough fusion points. Wait, it costs 2? Need 2. Okay, that's fine. We can afford it. So, two tier 1s require 2 to fuse into a tier 2. They do get to keep both of them. That's nice. I like that. I do like that. 20% damage isn't bad. Armor... 12 armor, I don't know if that's, like, high or not. We've already got the damage. We could stack on some more. And I do like that idea. We are going to stack on some more. Let's check out the shop. 193. We should be able to do something with that. Maybe we buy this archer? What kind of emblems are we looking at here? Emblem set common. Drag from inventory into a fused unit to add an emblem. Emblem set uncommon. Okay, so I'm guessing this is more of a... You put this onto a unit, it gives us like 3 choices and we pick one of those 3. With this one either being all uncommons or a chance for there to be an uncommon. I think we wait until endgame for those. I want to fill up our spots first. So we'll buy the archer. We have enough money for it. Again, I don't think there's like a insurance in the game. So we'll just buy the fuse for now. Go back to the grid, put our archers back on, get these guys to tier 2, and then go from there. 10 skeleton archers plus regular skeleton foot soldiers. This should be super easy. We just gained a whole bunch of health. I don't think they're even going to go through the amount of bonus health we received from them. They are so dead, so dead. 164, we'll take it. We don't need any more footmans. We do need 1 more archer, I believe. Yes. So in this shop, we will buy this archer. And then we are $1 off from purchasing this, which is a little annoying. Oh, we actually need 3 in total because we're about to consume 1 to do this. Range projectile speed. Or more attack speed and movement speed. I do like the idea of having range. Being able to shoot things at a farther distance means we have more time to kill them while they walk towards us. I do like this. I do like this. It's not directly tied to damage, but it is damage adjacent. Next encounter, we've got armored skeletons now. That's going to be interesting. Let's see if they're any different. I just noticed this bar up here. I'm guessing this is like total health of us versus total health of the enemy. And we started with like 2/3 of the bar filled, which means we should be winning this fairly easily. And that's all they wrote. We'll take the money. I believe we will spend all of them on fusion points. We've got 128 remaining. Let's go to the grid. Let's go ahead and fuse this. What do we get now? More range, more projectile speed. An attack speed buff. That's not horrible. What are you? Can we cannot. Okay. It'd be okay. No. You just have to hover for a little bit longer. Because we've learned that attack speed comes in higher numbers, I'm tempted to just take more range. So we now have 2 fully upgraded units. What would we want to buy next is the next question. A cleric doesn't sound horrible. 5 attack. Ooh, there's like crit chance and stuff. Yo, hold on. That's crazy. So archers, what are we talking about here? Unarmored 175% more damage, light 90, medium. Okay. That's cool. This game is a lot deeper than I thought it'd be. So we basically doubled the archer's range, because if their starting range is 500 and ours is at, can we see? Yeah, 1,100. That's crazy. That's crazy. I do like that. We have seen rarer items show up, or units show up. I think we wait for them. I think this is fine. Let's check out the encounter. It's just more of the same. Let's go ahead and resolve it. More foot units isn't going to change anything. We have very high tiered units on our side. And just like that, we've won. Strongbowman. There we go. Uncommon unit. That's not bad. 155 to buy it, though. We have enough. Like, we do have enough. We could buy the Strongbowman, and we could buy a unit slot. Check out the grid. You're tier 2. Your attack is 100. You are tier 0, I guess, and your attack is 30. We could do something like put you up there and put you there. The flying V formation. Give or take. Are we able to see what tiers you are? I guess not. You're just looking at damage numbers. They look to still be like tier 0. So let's go ahead and resolve this encounter. Our archer's range is so big that they don't even have to move in order to start attacking the melee units, which is very nice. They don't even have to move to attack the back-end units. Nothing new. There is no reroll as far as I can tell, so that's a little disappointing. We could buy the fusion tokens, or we could check out some of these, but they're also just like common. Oh, emblem picks fusion rate 70%. Yeah, it's mostly commons. I think we just go straight to the encounter. A treasure cache found. Yeah, sure. We'll see what's inside. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. 200 gold and a rare set. That's good. That's very good. We'll claim that. We got the best chest out of all of them. How do we claim it? They're over here. What do we use them, though? I guess we can use them on our tier 2 guys? Anything good? +1 unit spawn. Okay. Heals 80% when reaches 20% HP. That's not bad. That's almost a revive. Ignores armor. Could be really good. Could be very good, actually. Another note to the developers. If there's like a shrink window button, so we can check out like future encounters, and we can pick like based on what we know is going to come up, that would be great. I do like the idea of second window. So they go from 100 to 20 back to 100, and then they basically have to die a second time. I like the idea of second wind. Do we have a new shop? It sort of looks like it. There's a berserker now. We'll take you. We'll take you. Why not? We'll also grab a new deployment slot. This isn't going up in gold, which is interesting. Very interesting. We'll keep our commons up there. Well, no, we'll keep them in the middle. Commons up there. The uncommons down below. I'm curious, if we put you all the way back here, will you be able to hit everything? Looks like there's still the basic units, except for this one skeleton boss. Let's go ahead and resolve this. Skeleton boss is right up front. They don't have to move from all the way in the back to start attacking the melee units. Okay, but do you have to move in order to attack these ones? Unfortunately, they're still being attacked. There they go. There's all the okay. So 1,100 range is basically map wide. This is good to know. This is good to know. No, well, no, we do have a berserker. We could buy this. We're definitely going to buy this. All of these are still common. I'm not going to waste my money on that. Now that we know that there's a chance for rarer ones to show up. Let's go ahead and check out the grid. So your range is what? It doesn't... Okay, range of 800. So if this is 1,000, then maybe a range of 800 is over here. Like 1,800, 600, 400, something like that. Maybe, maybe not. We'll pay 90 for that, and we can fuse you together. What do we give you? Attack speed, attack damage, crit chance. I do like me a bit of crit. You already have a 10% crit chance, which makes this 25%. I think we take the crit chance. Did you have any crit chance? 5%? Okay, so you have bigger crit chance. What are yours? 5%? The back row? 5%? Okay, so you have, starting out, like, slightly better crit chance at 10%. That's cool. That's good to know. The encounter this time are orcs. Okay, we've got orcs now. Let's go ahead and resolve this. They did have to step forward a bit. I did notice that at the start of the fight. So, back here isn't so bad. They definitely would need to step forward even more if we put them in line with the other archers. Now they have to step forward even more to get those guys. Okay, so for you, I will have to put you over here so you don't have to waste time moving forward. Go back to the shop. We have fire wizards. We got double fire wizards. Are you any good? I guess so. Sort of. They're uncommon, so I feel like buying them. We also have an uncommon emblem set. Does it show the chances? It doesn't? Just the basic ones? That's kind of weird. Very weird. Do we have enough though? This is 300. We're gonna need to buy another slot. So that's what, like 350? So like 550? We have just enough. Oh, plus we need to buy the fusion. Okay, because we can lock one of those wizards away, we'll lock the more expensive one. Or the cheaper one. We'll buy the expensive one and the uncommon set. We'll buy the slot. We'll buy the level up. Oh, we have enough. Okay, we'll buy you too. So we'll check out the grid. We'll fuse you right there. Fireball burn plus 30 damage per second. Ooh, okay. Did it already have? You do have an ability. Fireball AoE splash attack. Okay. Okay. Cast separately from basic attacks. So you have 2 attacks. And then this, I guess, gives the fireball a damage over time. Outside of the AoE splash. I do like that idea. Let's grab the fireball burn. We'll put you... What was your range? I didn't notice. Your range was 700? And your range was like 800. So then that tells me you need to be a little bit closer. Maybe there. We're gonna put this emblem set onto our front line. Reduce the enemy armor with 2 armor per hit. Lifesteal isn't bad though. I do like the idea of lifesteal. We do have double damage increase, so they're gonna be healing quite a bit. I'll take the lifesteal. I'll take the lifesteal. What kind of encounter? 2 boss skeletons. 1 was like nothing, so 2 should be even less than nothing. The bar is literally in hell. They're healing 4 damage per hit, which is nice. It's an actual, like, respective number. Let's go ahead and continue. We do have a knight now. We do have a knight, and we need something to stand in front of the fire wizards. I like the idea of buying a knight. I like the idea of buying another slot. But I also... So, because we don't see this that often, it's almost as if it's an uncommon item. We're gonna wait to buy the slot for later. And then we'll check out the grid. You need 1 more, and we're gonna give it to you right now. Attack speed and movement speed is pretty good. It's pretty good. Armor shredding is nice, but it does have a limit. I think the attack speed, coupled with our increased DPS as well as the lifesteal, seems amazing. And then you have the second wind, which is even better. Yeah. We take the Lightfoot. We'll take Lightfoot on you. We'll check out the encounter. We've got a treasure chest. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one? Was it just money? The rare set! We are so lucky! 2 for 2, that's crazy! Or, this game is lying and you would always get the rare one. I'm not entirely sure. We could just be lucking out. It is entirely possible that we are lucking out. So, the grid right now, our archers are the ones that are max tier. So I guess maxing them out isn't such a bad idea. Deals 4% of max HP as damage. So it's called Giant Killer. I would assume that this means max HP of the opponent as damage. So it chunks away high health like it was nothing. And it doesn't actually count as our health. Attack damage, 50%? Isn't bad. Attack speed increased by 50% though. Well, I think we already have some... No? Do we? We do. We do already have some attack speed increases. So we either go for raw damage or we go for scaling damage, quote unquote. And I think we go for the scaling damage, right? That seems like a better idea. Again, this would be where hiding all of this, checking out the encounter, and maybe seeing like how much total damage the boss has, and comparing it to like 50 damage. This gives you 50 damage. This can go as high as infinity billion depending on what we're fighting. I think we go for the Giant Killer. Massive Strike for mobs, Giant Killer for bosses. What scares you? The boss and elites. So I think we go for Giant Killer. Unless, you know, the elite fight is a bunch of mini dudes. In which case, we definitely chose wrong. If we check out the encounter, we have an Orc Raider, 150 damage, 675 health. So 4% of 100 is for 6 times, let's say 7 more or less. 6 times 7 is 28. So this is plus 28 damage. Well, let's say plus 25 because it's less than 700. So the plus 50% more damage technically gave more of a buff than the Orc Raider health. You have 900 health. Great Sword Skeleton. You have 1,350. My eyes went to the Orc Raider first because it's like an orc on a pig. So I assumed that it was bigger. And then I saw the Great Sword. Shout out to all my Great Sword Monster Hunter players out there. Hello, brothers. But the Armored Orc has 1,350. We'll call that 1,400. 4% of that would be 4 times 13, which is, what, like 52? No, 56. So attacking this, the Giant Killer does give more DPS. Unless I'm reading it wrong, and it is our health, in which case it's a lot less than the 50%. But I don't think so. Because of what it's called, I don't think so. 2 uncommon emblems. 2 uncommon units. I believe our fire wizard is tier... Yeah, it's still tier 1. No, it's tier 2? Tier 1. It is tier 1. This has not been able to fuse. So you have nothing. 227, we can buy... Unfortunately, we cannot lock these. That's the other thing. You're cheaper to purchase and therefore cheaper to upgrade. So we'll save you. And then we'll buy one of these. And I guess we'll buy the cheaper one. They're both uncommon. So there's really no reason not to. And then saving a bit of money goes a long way. Let's see what you get this time. Attack speed and movement speed. Knockback and DPS. Armor reduction. This is your second to last. If we get Lightfoot and then somehow give you 50% DPS, I think that would be best. Or maybe even like knockback. If we give you Lightfoot and then get knockback on you, I wonder if you're gonna attack fast enough that you keep the enemies at bay. That would be crazy if you do. Armor Shred. Max 4 stacks. Kinda sucks. Yeah, we'll take Lightfoot. We'll just give you a bit more attack speed. And I think that's all we can do. Let's check out this battle. This is a regular battle also, by the way. Just so you know. This isn't like an elite or a boss. So there's the poor. Again, the smallest unit is the one with the highest health, which is kind of nuts. We did kill one of them, which is great. We've killed both of them. We've killed everything. They weren't even that threatening. There's the fire wizard that we kept locked away. That's not bad. It's still also cheaper than the berserker. So we'll buy you. We'll buy a fusion tab. Do we buy the fusion? No, because this would be 123. Yeah, 172, 141. We can lock you away. We can't fuse you with the wizard right now anyway, so we could save money and not buy that. And then we could just buy the emblem set uncommon. Have enough money to buy the last slot. Go back to the grid. I guess we'll go with the wizard down here. Down here. And then we can finally add the knights. The knights that say Ni are finally in. And then give this to you guys and see what you get. Knockback. I do like... Slow's movement speed, I don't think is good enough. Knockback, depending on how far they get knocked back and how fast our attack speed is, this could keep enemies at bay. Armor shredding, if it didn't have a cap, I would take in an instant. Because as of right now, your most is 80, or is just 8. And who knows how high the armor rating gets to. So yeah, let's get some knockback in there. Like right now, this guy has 10 armor, so it can't even shred all the armor. Let's go ahead and resolve this. Check out our knights that are coming into play for the first time. They're doing their job. At the very least, they're doing their job. 251 gold. We still have the berserker that we can buy. We also have a strong bowman. And then a couple of uncommon sets. What do we do here? What do we do here? No wizard. I think we invest on the strongbow. And then we just wait. I think we just wait. We could also buy this and then finally fuse you. You finally get an ability. I do like that. Slows movement speed. I don't think we care for. 15% trigger chance of what? Oh, you have an ability. Piercing attack. Proc chance 20%. So this goes up to 35. Primary hit 90 and then 150% of it. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So this is like a front-loaded thing. I do like Pierce Trigger. I do like Pierce Trigger. We're grabbing Pierce Trigger. And then if we could get some attack speed and some more higher procs on you, that would be great. Everything is tier 1 except for the knights. It would be great to see some knights show up. Check out the encounter here. Encounter 17 of 20. There's the boss, staring at us menacingly. Nothing has been an issue so far. Like, our grid is still 75%. Or our bar is still 75% of the total. So I don't think we have any issues defeating anything right now. 335. Nice. We could finally buy the Berserker. We could finally buy the Berserker. They've been waiting. There's also an emblem set that we could get. Our 2 highest tiers have already been maxed out. So yeah, maybe we'll keep this money and just wait for the fusions to show up. Yeah, because we need one more Berserker and a butt ton of these fusion tokens, fusion points, as well as like one more wizard to show up and a butt ton of fusion tokens. 2 bowmen and then like 3 more knights. I don't know if we're gonna get there. There is no reroll in the shop. This is apparently just a normal fight. Sure. Let's see. Let's see exactly how normal it is. I wonder if we can even, like, die. Do any of our units die? It doesn't look like it. We still have all 4 of the dudes there. We still had the 3 down below. None of our units die. There's no upgrades in here. All the rare ones are gone. That's a little unfortunate. We could buy some fusion tokens now. But we could buy that whenever. Yeah, let's just check out the next fight. 330 gold. That's not bad. Again, unsure if we're even gonna lose. I doubt it. Maybe we'll lose one of our units. But I doubt they're ever gonna get past our front row to attack the back row. 303, we do have a knight, we do have a strong bowman, we do have a wizard. And there is an emblem set down there. So, I think getting our knight to tier 1 needs to be the first order of business. I would like you to be not shitty. Attack speed returns 10 damage to the attacker. Thorns isn't bad. Oh, it's not 10%, it's just 10 damage. That will fall off real quick. You have an ability. Taunt units for 5 seconds, 12-second cooldown. It does damage, which is interesting. So when they get taunted, they take 80 damage. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because you're more of a defensive character, I guess we'll take the Fortify. Also, I thought you were an uncommon. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, we'll keep you from dying. You're a common unit. You're a common unit. That's weird. I thought you were uncommon. Very weird. I guess maybe when they level up or upgrade, they lose their uncommonness. Do we want strongbow or do we want wizard? I like the fireballs. We'll buy this. We'll buy 3 of you. And then we'll fuse these together. We will get increased mana cap by 100. You take mana? Mana cost 35, cooldown 1.5. How much mana do you have? Wait a second. I didn't realize this. Attack 30. Crit damage range. It doesn't say anywhere about you having mana. Lifesteal evasion. Oh, okay. Max mana of 50. Mana regen 5 per second. So, if we double your mana amount, that means you can cast, what, 35, 70, 105? You will be able to cast 3 at least 3. Because you're at, yeah, no, 105, double that would be 210. So not 6, like 5. You'll be able to cast 5. Well, let's say 6, because you do have mana regen. That's not bad. You could also increase your splash radius. The fights don't last long enough for, I think, the mana to matter. Or maybe they do. You know what? Because we're gonna pretend like we're ranking up to endgame, we'll get the mana increase, and then we'll fuse you together. What do we get this time? Radius? Or more mana increase? Radius is what I'm leaning towards. This helps with the easy fights, this helps with the long drawn out fights, and it would be a good idea to have both. We still have 200. There is 189 here that we could buy. And then just lock this strongbow. And I think we'll do that. We'll give you a 4th ability. Armor Shred, I don't think matters. Ability power and mana regen. Okay, okay. I think this is all we would need in terms of like mana synergy for late game. Check out the encounter. Here is the boss, I believe. Yes, boss battle with very high difficulty. We'll see about that. The bar is still like 75 to like 66% on our favor. This is literally nothing. It is a cakewalk. Normal difficulty is easy difficulty, I guess. They're now just being mobbed by all of our units. I think maybe one of our units died. It's hard to tell because it's a bit of a cluster. Demo complete. All right. I mean, it's got a pretty good backbone. The skeletons are there to be a really good game. I just hope that they don't fumble it. Tempted to see what more like unit types that they could add in there. Maybe like a tier 3 with even more crazy abilities would be great. And then like all the other stuff that I mentioned before. Maybe you could add like an interest system where if you keep X amount of gold, 10% of it gets added in on the next round. A reroll function in the shop would go a long way. But yeah, it's called Bannerlings. You want to check it out yourself? Links in the description. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.